What it is, what it was, what it do, y'all. It's your girl Jackie from Hey Jackie Beauty, and welcome back to my channel. And so here we are now at 29 and a half weeks. And so I am here to talk to you guys about the last 4 weeks, from weeks 24 to weeks 28, and just give you guys a little update on how I'm doing and how my transition into the third trimester has been. So if you guys are interested to know more about my pregnancy thus far, then keep on watching. Also, I want to make sure you guys get a chance to subscribe and join the beauty club. I'd love to have you guys be part of this family here and a part of this journey as I reach the end of my pregnancy. So crazy. So anyway, make sure you guys subscribe and also hit the bell button so you get notifications of when I upload a video. Also, you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I am Hey Jackie Beauty on all those platforms. The link should be down below. Feel free to join me on there, ask me questions, become part of the conversation, see just what's going on in my daily life between the Insta stories and just random things I retweet on Twitter. So yeah, anyway, let's get on with the video. So here we are. I am currently in the third trimester, and so I wanted to talk about the last 4 weeks. Yeah, I'll just say last 4 weeks before I have fully entered into the last third of my pregnancy. So I believe today is July 31st. Today is July 31st. I was officially 29 weeks on Friday, July 27th. So that means on the 20th, I officially transitioned into the third trimester. So let's start off reading and see what the bump says about pregnancy at week 28. So here it says Little Nugget, so the baby. She is 14.8 inches and 2.2 pounds. And baby is as big as an eggplant. And so here it says my baby at 28 weeks. Baby's starting to develop more fat, so the once wrinkly skin will start to get smoother. Baby's lungs are mature enough that if born now, he or she would probably survive. Wow. Putting on layers of fat, your baby now weighs in around 1.5 to 2.5 pounds and measures about 13.6 to 14.8 inches. It says, welcome to the third trimester. Moms-to-be who are at 28 weeks and beyond are known for their lack of sleep. Remember, if you find yourself up in the middle of the night, do something relaxing. This is not the time to vacuum the house from top to bottom, even though you might feel the urge to do that at some point. Read a book, drink chamomile tea, listen to soothing music. Then try to go back to bed and get some rest. Being in the third trimester also means much of your and baby's anatomy is ready to go. Here she's prepping for breathing, and your breasts already have colostrum, which is what baby will eat the first few days until your milk comes in. You also start feeling more Braxton Hicks contractions as your body gets ready for labor. Baby will keep getting bigger and smarter. After week 28, and other than that, baby just needs a few more finishing touches. And so it says, for my body at 28 weeks, it says trouble sleeping. As you get closer to your due date, you'll likely have more and more trouble with this. It could be hormones or nerves or both. Shortness of breath as baby continues to crowd your lungs. Aches and pains. The third trimester can be really uncomfortable due to hormone fluctuations and the toll on your body. Braxton Hicks contractions, these might be getting stronger or more frequent as your body gets ready for labor. And then leaky boobs. Your breast may already be producing baby's first food, a yellowish substance called colostrum. And then it talks about setting up your 28-week appointment. And so I've already set up my appointments, I think, till the baby comes. So that's very exciting. It's crazy to me now that we are in the third trimester and the final stretch, and that soon I will be having my baby. And so to let you guys know what has been going on, I do have a little piece of paper with some notes on it. So if I'm looking down, that's what I'm looking at. For weeks 24 to 28, really around week 24, I was pretty emotional. I would say weeks 24 to 27, I was very emotional. And really affected by the things that were happening in the social political sphere, just things happening in our country. I believe that was around the beginning that a lot of the articles and things coming out about those who were seeking asylum and those who were immigrating from different countries in Central and South America was happening, and it was really affecting me. Just really upsetting to me what was happening. And so with that, on top of just other things and people's opinions and, people really speaking negatively about the immigrants coming, and just knowing that a lot of the stuff that was happening was involving children and pregnant mothers, it really did affect me. It was really sad a lot of that time, because then it just made me think then about me bringing a child into this world and how my child would be seen amongst people, and just the different things that I and my child might face just as a reality of life. Me as a Black woman, my child as a mixed race baby, more than likely that will be identified as a Black child or Afro-Latina child, more than likely be identified as that by others. For me, those are all things I take pride in. I take pride in my culture. My husband takes pride in his. And we both plan to teach that to our child. And so it's just understanding the reality that not everyone's going to like that. And so because of that, it's just making me more and more determined to just honestly not really care about what other people think, and really focus on equipping my child with the necessary tools to be able to make it in this world that's just getting worse and worse. And that's honestly why I really was not posting or putting up anything online, because it just, between that, all of the different white people calling the police on various Black men, women, children for whatever reason, all reasons that were, honestly, it was just all ludicrous and asinine reasons for calling the police. That, and also to just the different deaths of different people, even the death of Nia Wilson, specifically is the one that sticks out in my mind. All these things happening just really affected me in those weeks, and even a little bit now. And I have come to the point where I am just very careful how much I'm taking in. When it comes to the news, I'm very picky about who I listen to and watch. Also, too, just above that, my husband is definitely an open ear, and he lets me talk and rant and share how I'm feeling, and he is never really seeking to guide how I feel about these things. He's always been very good at just being there and trying to comfort me. He will try to fix things if he can, and he honestly has done a lot in reaching out and trying to find solutions that we can do to help, which I absolutely appreciated. That just makes me feel like I'm being heard, and that really helps me with my emotional process. And it is just, something that over time I just need to mentally kind of digest a lot of it. And also, too, for me, just because of my relationship with the Lord, spiritually digest it and give it to Him and seek what the Lord thinks about these situations in order to help guide me to do what He would want me to do. I would just say, however you guys deal with the stress and the things that come up in your life, I would say it's very good to just kind of, confront it and deal with it, whether that's with talking with a friend, your partner, a therapist, your pastor, just talking to someone you trust, someone who will not emotionally manipulate you, someone who will not discredit you and just say, oh, you're pregnant, of course you would feel this way. That's one thing I appreciated that I didn't really get as much from my husband, was that he didn't discredit my emotions because I was pregnant. So anyway, yes, the first 3 weeks, 24 to 27, I was just emotional and dealing with a lot of the things that were coming up. I had my outlets, thankfully, to get through them, and I would just say it just really stuck out to me how emotional, how hard it was. And I think also just during those weeks, it was already difficult and where the baby was growing, and I was physically taking some tolls just from having a baby in my stomach. And it just was a hard thing to deal with, the mixture of those two. And I'm just thankful for the group and the circle that I have that has been very supportive of me. I also purchased this Snuggle pillow. And so I know it talked about around 28 weeks about difficulty sleeping. That Snuggle pillow has helped me tremendously, and I recommend it to any pregnant woman who is just having a hard time sleeping. I love it. I sleep with it. I sit on it on the couch. It goes with me wherever I go. It's absolutely worth the investment. So I would say get you a Snuggle pillow if you're having difficulty sleeping. Oh, I also took my the glucose test. I took that on the 20th, I would say, my last appointment. So I haven't been this weekend. Yeah, I believe it was the 20th. So I took that then, and I got my results back early last week and found out that I am anemic. So I have a whole array of medications right here, and I'll show you guys in a second that I'm taking, but I had to include liquid iron into my supplements to be taking for the pregnancy, and so I started taking them last week. What I am now taking every day are my prenatals. So yeah, my prenatals, liquid iron, vitamin C, because vitamin C helps your body digest iron, and baby aspirin for the swelling that I get, and just to keep it at bay. And I think last but not least, I take vitamin B complex, and my doctor recommended the vitamin B complex to help with memory and everything, so I'm not always forgetting stuff, which I feel like it has helped a little bit. It's pretty good. I mean, it's not that bad. And then I also still have my papaya enzymes if I just start feeling a little bit of acid reflux and some just weirdness in my throat, and so that's just nice to take whenever I need it. I started drinking coconut water, which is very, 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 very helpful for me, because coconut water just really hydrates you. It has a good amount of potassium. Actually, it has a lot more potassium than a banana. I can't remember how much more than a banana it has, but it has a lot of potassium, and so that can help with soreness of muscles. And so I enjoy that. I had it with a smoothie with pineapple in it, and it was delicious. So for me, it's nice to have just an alternative to drink other than just water. I already talked about taking baby aspirin for my swelling. My feet have gotten bigger, but they're not like that, if that makes any sense. So yeah, but things have been good so far, and I've just been wearing those flip-flops that I have, and I have slides and stuff that I wear around the house and that kind of thing. And also, too, speaking of things that I wear, I still wear my maternity belt. That's mostly, though, when I'm just around the house cleaning and stuff, or vacuuming, all that, that's when I'll wear it. Otherwise, I'll just put it on for a short bit, like maybe an hour, and then take it off. And then for baby, she's kicking way harder than before, and she's just, I don't know, her personality is just showing more. She kicks me way harder, so like, I don't know, it feels more firm. It doesn't really hurt. She also, like, if I rub my tummy in certain spots, she'll like stick up her butt or something right in that spot. So she likes being rubbed down. And she found my bladder. I would say she found it 3 weeks ago. So now I get the wonderful feeling of, needing to pee randomly all of a sudden when she taps on it. I think, the last two things that I have here are no more ultrasounds. I got my last one when I was 20 weeks. I am not getting any more because I guess I'm considered very low risk. Like, nothing's happened or come up or gone wrong. I don't have preeclampsia which is diabetes during pregnancy. I don't have any, issues beyond the normal pregnancy symptoms. The last thing, too, that my doctor asked me to do for my appointment this week is to put together a birth plan. So it's just like, things are just getting more and more real. So for my birth plan, in general, my whole thing is I just want me and the baby to come out of this experience both healthy and alive, to, to just yeah, I'm trying not to put too many preconceived notions on the whole birth plan. And at the same time, I appreciate my doctor asking me to do this in advance so that we can discuss it. So anyway, I believe that is it. So we are gonna see how baby girl's doing and see how much of my body she's trying to take over. The front. She is to the side. My belly button, even though I've always had an innie, it has become an outie. And here's my belly up front. The linea negra still there, of course. Hasn't gotten too dark up here, but yeah. And then up here, that, still able to wear my stretchy pants. Alright, so yeah, that's my baby bump, and this is the end of my 28-week update. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm hoping that for all of you who are going through pregnancy, that you guys just are surrounded by those that you love and people who care for you and are able to go through the least amount of stress during this time as you're getting ready for your child to come into this world. And so, praying for you guys. Thank you so much. I know that a lot of my friends and people out there praying for me. I appreciate you guys, my family and everyone. You guys are the best. And also let me know down below in the comment section, are you pregnant? And if you are, when are you due? What week are you? Do you know what you're having? If you're not pregnant, do you just watch these for fun, or is it for future reference? Or are you just curious about the whole process of pregnancy? Any of those things, just let me know down in the comment section below, and I would love to chat it up with you guys. And so yeah, also make sure you give this a like, don't forget to subscribe, and I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Much love. Bye.